Apple iPhone 5S. Yeah, bought a phone, 180 bucks after rebate, 2-year contract. So what do I think about my new Apple? Well, first problem was missed calls. First problem was they took my old Samsung junk. Worked well for a slide phone texter, but what a pain in the butt this phone is. Lousy sound, both directions. So I went to the big box and I bought one of these iPhone 5S's. And I tell you, it ain't as good as they say. Because you can't make the font smaller. Smaller. You can't make it bigger or darker. And I tried. I went to the slide bar and it's readable, but it's a little on the small side. I wouldn't mind if it was a little bigger like the Samsung. And I already got a FaceTime call from my buddy in Quincy, Indiana. It's a little difficult to follow how it works, but there's a learning curve. But when I go into the screen, there's a few things I don't like on the keypad. To get a period, you double tap the space bar. But if you want a comma or a question mark, you have to go into the 1, 2, 3, and it's all the way in the middle. I guess they can't put things. Well, maybe you can drag it over. I don't know. I'm hardly the expert at this kind of stuff. And the period and the dot, period, dot, and the comma could be bigger. It's hard to tell the difference between the period and the comma. Little stuff. Of course, all my contacts disappeared. The woman tried the fancy machine at Best Buy. And the 5th or 6th try, she says, "Oh, I think we got them." So she scrolled in, and there's a whole bunch of them repeated 5, 6, 7 times. But I brought the thing home, and I looked through it, and there's AT&T check balance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. AT&T customer care 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Direct, everything is 5 times. Data usage, voicemail. I'm scrolling down. B, C. Whoa, wait a second. B, C. B, C, E. There's no D's. B, C, E. I put the I in. There's one I. J, M. There's a ton of stuff missing from here. A ton of 183 contacts. I think she said I had 350 or 500 maybe. I got 183, and those are multiples, because every time she tried to port them from my old phone to my new phone, they showed up multiple times, but not the whole list. So, Obashan hardware, five times, bagels, this, that, mover, chop shop, concrete, multiple times for the same bloody entry. How annoying is that? So getting back to the keyboard, I like the slide because it kind of gave you a handle to hang on to the phone with. Let's see if I can balance the phone here for a second. Yeah, right. You had a little gripper. You could grip the phone from the slide. Oh, Samsung. I know my buddy Jim said this is 10 times the phone. And the charger didn't work. Could you believe it? I plugged the thing in. I go to Walmart. I don't have it in my pocket. I go to Walmart and the phone's going dead. So I plug it in at the store and it doesn't work. So we finally figured out the little white cube, the transformer, is buggered up. So I used the cord they gave me with their transformer, and then I used one that I had on the wall here, a USB transformer. So I was able to charge the phone. Oh, 99%. It just dove from 100. So I saw FaceTime, had a FaceTime conversation, and I signed into the iTunes store so I can save my numbers in the cloud. And I like the other one in that I could make the font bigger or smaller with the plus and minus. But here it just does the ringer volume, of course. And what does this little button do? ringer off. Little slide switch, turn the ringer on or off. Button up here locks the screen. And there's a camera on both sides. There's a camera here and a camera there. $200, including insurance, $10 a month. I got to buy a screensaver of some sort for it, an OtterBox or a Face for Life, whatever they call it. That's $80. I don't know. I got 2 weeks to think about it. It's really cool. The sound when I had it on speakerphone is very clear. It sounds clear to me. I don't know how I sound to other people. My Samsung was the pits. When I spoke to people, I spoke to a fellow in Reno, Nevada, and I asked him, "What kind of phone are you using?" iPhone 5. And I had an earpiece on, a wired headset, and I was pressing it to my ear, and how annoying. I couldn't walk the dog because I had to press this thing right hard against my ear. I know it's archaic, but it's reliable. It doesn't disconnect like Bluetooth until, of course, the wire gets snagged on something. Clear sound. And this iPhone 5S this fellow was using in Reno, I tell you, it was junk. Maybe it was the tower sending the signal. So, I don't know. Motorola X. Maybe I'll buy a BlackBerry. Razor. Nokia. What's that? Oh, I can get a Casio. Jian in Sochi. I can get a Casio G-Zone. I read the report on CNET. They said it was terrible, and then a guy calls me, and I asked him, "What kind of phone are you using?" He said, "Oh, I'm using a Casio G-Zone." I can't hear you, buddy. I think everybody that calls into a radio call-in show should tell them what kind of phone they're using. If it's used with a headset or a black, what do you call them? Blueberry, Blackberry. Now I can't think of the connection. Bluetooth, Bluetooth, Blackberry, Crackberry. Alrighty, I'm going to close up shop here. I got a little bit of work done. We're having a good chit chat. Yeah, I know I can edit my videos on YouTube and FaceTime, and I got a few 2x4s put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put 6 in. And it's 8 o'clock, and I've got to go to the big box store and get some more no trespassing signs. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think of your phones. I'm getting a lot of opinions on what to buy.